That way the sponsor, around goes the 9. Noah Gregson sliding, we saw it happening. Also catching Dexter Bean in the 90.
All right, get it pedaled up. Let's go.
Final lap. Car driver normally runs in the truck series, and around goes, we got an issue with the 98 of Briscoe, who was out front. Yeah, he spun in.
Get straight down.
He can get there. He's running for the Xfinity Series full time. I'd just go ahead and let him go. Doesn't look like him.
Sideways! Hamlin sideways at the interstate 1. Hemrick goes by. Caution comes out. He's running in the second spot here at Darlington.
Told me earlier he was hoping for a top 5. This hasn't been the best track for him.
Hemrick slides in the 18. We stay green.
Right here. Still green. Staying green.
Talk about where do you want to be. If you get a little bit high, you see a little bit of contact right there between the 21 and the 7. That just stacks everybody up behind.
Not sure what happened before that. Destroyed the front of Alfredo's 23. This is under caution.
Look up from that angle.
Wide there. Chris Wright up into that grab again. Snyder's red and white car.
Yeah, I can't tell from that angle exactly what happened.
But the third car, the darker blue car there, that again was Joe Graff Jr.
Happened. He cannot see anything. They slow down in front. Boom. Yeah.
Here comes the 20 with a big run. To the bottom of the track. Does he try to slide? No, he can't get there. Gregson. First. It's going to be Noah Gregson out of 4. He'll win at Darlington.
Anything can happen. Let's take a look. What happens? The 54 right at the left rear quarter panel of the 10.
Trying to pass him clean. They come off of turn 2. Side by side for the lead.
Yeah, this could get the slide job that he's looking for right here. He's got more momentum this
On his right rear. Try and keep on his right rear.
He's out front, but can he hold it against the wall? He gets to the wall.
Crossover.
So does the 10. Contact made. Here comes
Here,
the
take care of it.
19.
Hang on to it. Hang on to it.
Jones is
There you
leading.
go.
1 lap to go.
White flag right here. White flag.
It's going to be Brandon Jones coming off a 4. He's going to win at Darlington.
Hey, man. Good job.
Lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. A lap car in between, and now Kyle Larson looks to the inside. He'll take the point. Oh, there's a lot of contact I want to do, and now Larson readies the car again. Creed off of the corner. Can Sheldon Creed hang on? His win would take him into the playoffs.
Watch Noah Gregson right here.
The 9 looking low. Noah Gregson to the low side, and Creed, he pulls the video game move. He's in the wall. Can he keep the throttle up? Here comes Noah Gregson. Creed cannot do it, and Gregson will win at Darlington.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Darlington Raceway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Sport Clips VFW Help a Hero 250 at Darlington for the second to last race of the regular season. We are green and underway in Darlington with Cole Custer and Justin Haley on the front row as we get back underway with Kyle Larson and Sheldon Creed behind them as we get ready to get underway. Of course, these cars looking to get the last final playoff spots. Of course, Allgaier holds that final spot. Creed and Sam Mayer both looking to try to outpoint him this week and next week at Kansas to get in, but it's going to be a tough battle, especially if you're an upset winner. That could leave just be 12 winners. There would have to be win and knock out the lowest winner in points, which would be Kyle Sieg, with Justin Haley leading at Darlington here on lap number 1 over Sheldon Creed. But we know here in Darlington we've seen multiple of these races before throughout a bunch of different series. These races have become wreck fests very, very quickly. See here, Josh Berry all the way on the apron right now, losing a ton of position. Oh, we got a crash! That is Stephen Parsons, Ryan Ellis, and the 08 of Chad Fincham into the outside wall. They'll bring out the first caution of the night here in Darlington. You see the 07 gets turned hard in the outside wall for Parsons. Of course, collected there as well is Ryan Ellis in the 43 and Greg Galding in the 08 machine. See Ryan Ellis just clips the 07 as he comes up on the racetrack. It's like a racing incident. Hooks him into the wall. Hard hit there. Nowhere Chet Fincham to go. He gets collected by him. Look at everyone else back here avoiding it. A great job by the rest of the field, narrowly avoiding this 3-car crash in turn number 2 at Darlington to bring out the first caution of the day for Stephen Parsons, Ryan Ellis, and Chad Fincham into the outside wall in turn 2. And as we race back to the line, you see you got Kligerman way down low right there trying to race back onto the track alongside Anthony Alfredo back here this end of the field. So you got cars going everywhere, but your race leader right now is going to be the 10 of Justin Haley. And he leads back to the green on lap number 60. The 07 of Stephen Parsons is a lap down because he was involved in the last crash. He's damaged. Look how slow he is. That could be a roadblock and could cause some incidents behind us, as his top 6, 7 up here have gotten away. Larson, Creed, Allgaier really squeezing each other 3-wide right there, but they make it through. Luckily, oh, and behind us, the 21 of Austin Hill almost got sent. He saves into Hemrick, and on the outside while they go around goes the 11. Hemrick into the wall. Chastain involved as well. More cars piling into the back. I believe that's the 51 of Clements who piles into Ross Chastain. Indeed, it is. It is Clements, Chastain, and Hemrick who go crashing here in Darlington, hard in the outside wall for Chastain. Hemrick goes spinning hard, but look at everyone narrowly avoiding here, running into Chastain. I mean, guys like Brendan Poole, Garrett Smithley were right in the line of fire here, but see, 11 Hemrick, Chastain goes around. They managed to avoid, except Jeremy Clements nowhere to go. Kyle C gets a little bit of damage as well in the side of the 51, but Clements and Chastain go crashing here at Darlington. And, ooh, Corey Heim, Austin Hill almost wrecking each other down the front stretch. There's a little bit of contact here through turn 1 and 2. Whoa, whoa, boys. Calm down. But it is Cole Custer who's actually gotten around Justin Haley for the race lead. So Custer leading now. Now we move on to lap 14. Justin Haley leading the way here through turn 1 and 2 on the ensuing restart. Pretty comfortably over the 2 of Sheldon Creed. Caution is out on the racetrack. And, oh, Josh Berry is around. The 8 machine is into the inside wall. Josh Berry's car. Looks like Josh Berry and Garrett Smithley got together here, and a hard hit to the inside wall for Garrett Smithley. Him and Josh Berry go crashing, and they spin out. Both of them will still be in the race, though. But damage to both Garrett Smithley and Josh Berry to bring out our 3rd caution of the night for our 3rd incident so far. Still working our way through stage 1 at this moment in time. As the wrecks, they just keep coming here. The wreck fest has already begun here in Darlington. This is only just the beginning. Now, Chandler Smith going to get us back underway here. A couple laps later on the restart over Creed and Trevor Bain in the 19. But the 07 of Stephen Parsons is going to stack up a big line of traffic back there, including Sammy Smith, a bubble driver, as well as Allgaier, who is on the bubble. And behind us, there's some guys nearly wrecking. And Brett Moffitt, oh, into the wall goes Sieg. Austin Hill, they save it. What a save by Ryan Sieg and Austin Hill. Nearly wrecked the field right there, but they somehow saved those vehicles from crashing. Unbelievable. And now back here, this car's going everywhere. I'm looking back here, look at the Herbie machine, Matt Mills. Oh, we got cars slamming into cars about us. We got a big crash. Brett Moffitt is around. The 25 goes around to the inside. I see what happens here. The 25 Moffitt gets turned by Sam Mayer. And somehow, Sammy Smith did not crash after banging into the 07 of Parsons. But Moffitt spins the inside wall. Oh, more shoulder goes 11 of Hemrick. Gets turned by Nemechek here under the caution flag. Hemrick gets turned around and the chaos continues here in Darlington as Chandler Smith leads, and now it is Trevor Bain leading Allgaier back to the green. Sheldon Creed is out of the race. We didn't miss a caution. Something must happen on pit road. Sheldon Creed will now have to win at Kansas to make the playoffs. That's the only way he's going to get it. Austin Hill out as well. Both RCR cars who are very fast. Behind us, cars are going all over the place right now. Oh, we got contact. Somehow not crashing once again behind us. A wild start to this race here in Darlington. You know, with big names like Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill out. Of course, Creed going to have to win at Kansas to make the playoffs. Austin Hill, your regular season champion, has clinched that at this point. But if you look at, oh, trouble behind us at 45, gets turned back there. That's Jeffrey Earnhardt around. Oh, more trouble up here into the wall. Went Nemechek, I believe. But the Jeffrey Earnhardt's 45 machine gets turned around by Kyle Sieg head on to the inside wall. A hard hit for Jeffrey Earnhardt. That's going to absolutely destroy the 45 car. A big lick right there. And up here, you saw John Hunter Nemechek, I believe, got into 53 of Matt Mills. And they got involved in an incident here because they were, of course, trying to get back line. Oh, Nemechek got turned by Chad Fincham into Matt Mills. They both got into the wall. damage to both cars, but it could have been a lot worse. So both are very lucky they didn't end up like Jeffrey Earnhardt head on into the inside wall or into another car. As I mean, this is a crazy start to this race. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it is Justin Allgaier leading over the 19 of Trevor Bayne and the 24 of Corey Heim right now. And now we're going to get back at it here on lap 32 here, looking at the 07 of Parsons, the lapper who has caused all sorts of chaos tonight and continues to do so here late in stage 1. Only 40 go in the stage. Brandon Jones, Chandler Smith, look out, they're going to turn the 07 around. Goes Parsons in front of the field. They miraculously, Growler up in the air. Big hit, Kaz Growler on the 26. And the 08 of Chad Fincham collects more damage as the whole field almost completely avoided the 07 of Parsons until Kaz Growler T-boned him and then got slammed, his back bumper up in the air, by the 08 of Chad Fincham. So right there, the 07 got turned, but look at all the guys avoiding him miraculously, and bang, Growler slams him and gets drilled by Fincham, damaged as well as Matt Mills, and the Herbie machine also collects some damage. So big damage there, and look back here, we got guys nearly wrecking all over the place, you know, just the typical stuff you see every day here in Darlington. The madness ensues as Allgaier continues to lead this race, and now it is Kyle Larson in the 17 who is taking the lead here at Darlington. He will win stage 1 under caution, followed by Joe Graff Jr., Justin Haley, Alfredo Retzloff, Kyle Sieg, Sam Mayer, Sage Karam, Jeb Burton, Cole Custer. Your top 10 at the stage as Kyle Larson wins stage 1 under caution at Darlington. Out behind is Jeffrey Earnhardt, all the way to the wall. Around they go. The 45, the 07 and more car. Sam Mayer is in it. Into the wall he goes, and the big one strikes at Darlington on lap 38. Oh my God. A terrible, terrible crash here at Darlington, taking out a ton of guys. See, Jeffrey Earnhardt went around to see Sam Mayer got turned by Sage Karam into the wall, into Cole Custer. Then Chandler Smith gets to the 02 of Perkins, who gets turned around. You got Sammy Smith piling into it, Ryan Ellis, Parker Kligerman. I mean, he's got a whole list of guys. I mean, this is the big one here. You get slow-mo here from looking at Sam Mayer. See up there, the 45 squeezes the 07 into the 10. Big contact. Jeffrey Earnhardt gets sent around. The 07 dives low. The big stack up. Then Custer gets into the Karam, sending Sam Mayer head on to the outside wall. And then Karam sends Chandler Smith down into Perkins. Perkins spins. Sammy Smith then turns Ryan Ellis. And then Corey Heim gets hit. Ryan Sieg slams into the 25 of Brett Moffitt. Kaz Growler somehow gets by, as does Matt Mills. Riley Earps and Josh Berry do a great job of getting checked up in time. Now full speed replay here. Just watch this carnage unfold. So many cars involved in the big one here in Darlington. See smoke pouring out the back of the 24. Corey Heim will be done for the day. He will be out of this race. Up here, you got Chandler Smith going way low on the racetrack. Come back to the track. Look out. Forces Allgaier to go way down to like the 8th lane. Look how low this 7. Look out when he comes back on the racetrack. That could be an incident. Luckily, they go to his part of the track where there are no cars. But at the front, it is Kyle Larson leading a wild race here in Darlington. Now we have a crash that we missed that took out Retzloff, Custer, and Kyle Siegs. Only 27 cars left in the race here on lap 50. Lap 49, Kyle Larson continues to lead over Trevor Bayne, but back here, we always got to look out for the Stephen Parsons machine. He's as slow as a snail, but Jeffrey Earnhardt is even slower after that head-on collision to the inside wall, and the rest of the pack is just trying to avoid these guys, but it's causing all sorts of chaos. I mean, look at guys, listen how low Stieg and Sammy Smith are. They're way down the racetrack, sending it up there in the 3 and 4. Look out, don't come back on the track and hit somebody. They luckily avoid it, but Chandler Smith down looking the inside. Jeffrey Earnhardt, that could be dangerous. 3 wide never works here. Darlington's not going to work this time. Jeffrey Earnhardt gets turned by the 16 into the wall. He goes, and Sammy Smith, big hit, a hellacious hit. Jeffrey Earnhardt upside down, sliding on his roof all the way down into turn 1. A terrible crash here in Darlington. Sammy Smith T-bones Jeffrey Earnhardt, and a hellacious crash ensues. Sammy Smith drills him, and the 45 goes flying through the air and then lands on his roof and slides all the way down the front straightaway into turn 1. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what is happening here in Darlington. This has been the wildest race we have seen in a while. See a big hit right there by Sammy Smith, and then he slams back up into Matt Mills. So Mills, Sammy Smith, Jeffrey Earnhardt, and Chandler Smith will all be out of this race. Of course, that means Sammy Smith will be, as he already is now, will have to win at Kansas to make the playoffs. He'll be in a must-win situation, as will Sheldon Creed and everyone else that is out of this race that is not in the playoffs. I'm going to ride on board with Sammy Smith and just watch this impact. It is going to be happening quick. It's going to be a hard lick. Just watch it. Bang! A huge hit right there for Sammy Smith into Jeffrey Earnhardt, and a just horrible, horrible crash. Red flag displayed immediately here in Darlington, even though they don't have red flags in there 2003. We'll get back underway in a few laps, but still a terrible crash here for Jeffrey Earnhardt, getting launched upside down and drilled by Sammy Smith. And he comes to a rest on his roof on the apron of turn 1. And so Trevor Bayne will lead us back to the caution flag. Now Justin Allgaier leads us on lap 78, and now Kyle Larson and Justin Haley are out of the race with Parker Kligerman, Jeb Burton, and John Hunter Nemechek. What is happening here in Darlington? I don't know, we didn't catch it, but somehow Kyle Larson and Justin Haley, the two dominant cars of the night, are out, and now Justin Allgaier is comfortably in the lead. Remember, he's on the playoff bubble. He needs this good run to advance to the next round, to advance to the playoffs here, especially if his teammate Sam Mayer is still in the race in 8th. They're fighting for the bubble. Now we on to the last lap of stage 2. Justin Allgaier is comfortably taking care of business here in stage 2 after all the carnage that we have witnessed. We're about to toss the yellow command to give Justin the stage win, as Sam Mayer is the last car in the lead lap in 11th. The guy that is right below Justin Allgaier trying to point his way into that last spot in the playoffs. Mayer will stay on the lead lap, so he will stay in contention. But we're going to toss the yellow command now, as Justin Allgaier will come through to win stage 2 here in Darlington. Followed by second place, the 38 of Joe Graff Jr. Unbelievable run for him. Brandon Jones, Kyle Weatherman, Riley Earps, Daniel Hemrick, Anthony Alfredo. Josh Berry in the 8's going to come through to come home in 8th and get a couple of stage points. Kaz Gralla will be 9th, and Jeremy Clements will round out your top 10 in stage 2 as Allgaier gets the playoff point and the stage win. Now back out of here on lap 99. Joe Graff Jr. is leading, and more cars are out. He's leading, cars trying to pass him, but oh, trouble by him. We've got more cars wrecking everywhere. Alfredo, Gralla, and Josh Berry go crashing into the inside safer barrier, and the caution will come out again here in Darlington. As you see, Riley Earps turned Gralla right down to Berry after Sam Mayer already turned Alfredo. All three guys go hard to the inside wall. Tough luck for Alfredo and Gralla. We're having some really, really good runs going. Allgaier and Sam Mayer narrowly avoid that, but Joe Graff Jr. leads at Darlington. And now Brandon Jones and Riley Earps are fighting for the win with just 4 laps to go here in Darlington. Earps, Brandon Jones, both looking for win number 2 on the season. Earps on the outside. He's going to get a run here on the outside of Brandon Jones. They are both fighting. Jones on the inside, Earps on the outside, out of 2. Riley Earps is going to take the lead from Brandon Jones, coming to just 3 laps to go. Could that be the winning move of the race? We will see. Brandon Jones going to try to mount a charge back here through 3 and 4. As Allgaier on the verge of going 1 lap down with Joe Graff Jr. Those are running in 7th and 8th place right now. So it looks like we will have a repeat winner, and Justin Allgaier will be saved from elimination and will still be on the bubble, and will be a 1 spot left heading to next week in Kansas. But Brandon Jones on the outside gets back around the 98 of Riley Earps. What a move. Brandon Jones takes the lead on the outside of Riley Earps through turn 1 and 2, and now he is leading, coming to 2 to go. And could Brandon Jones back up that win he got back in Miami, which replaced the Chicago Street Course back on July 4th weekend? I mean, it's been a rough season for him, but 2 wins going to help his case here in the playoffs. 2 to go here in Darlington for Brandon Jones. Now trying to put Joe Graff Jr. 1 lap down. Could not quite do it right there. Graff holds him off for now. But unbelievable run here going for Brandon Jones and Riley Earps. 2 guys who were basically irrelevant the whole race just pop up here in the end because of the amount of carnage we have seen. The absolute wreck fest that has been this race. And it's just created all sorts of chaos for the playoffs. But Brandon Jones will take the white flag. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank at Darlington in the lead with a comfortable gap back to the 98 of Riley Earps, taking the high lane, which is the lane with all the momentum. He's going to put Joe Graff Jr. a lap down here as they come out of 2 with the momentum. Brandon Jones will lap Joe Graff Jr. and has one more set of corners left before he's in victory lane once again in Darlington. It's not the first time he's won here. He actually won here back in 2020 in real life in the Xfinity Series. As he comes through 3 and 4 for the final time, Brandon Jones is going to hang on, and Brandon Jones will win at Darlington. His second win of the season. Riley Earps, your runner-up. Third place, Daniel Hemrick. Sam Mayer, fourth. Fifth place is going to be the 07 of Stephen Parsons. Somehow, to all the chaos he caused, Allgaier, sixth. And then Joe Graff Jr., Anthony Alfredo, Kaz Gralla, and Ryan Sieg, the top 10. So the playoff bubble is still going to be tight between Allgaier and Sam Mayer. Both drivers finishing inside the top 6. But Brandon Jones gets his second win of the 2023 season here at Darlington. You see the race results on the left side of your screen in the abnormally long list of DNS from the Absolute Wreck Fest. And we'll see the playoff grid heading to the regular season finale momentarily. Now look at the playoff grid heading to our regular season finale at Kansas next week. Justin Allgaier holds the final playoff spot by just 31 points over Sam Mayer, who with 2 JRM teammates will be fighting for that last spot. But you also have guys who can win and get in, like Sheldon Creed, Sammy Smith, Anthony Alfredo, Parker Kligerman must win. But if they win, they knock out the 7. So until next episode, our regular season finale at Kansas, I hope you all have a good one.